Hello, everybody. My name is David Newmark. I am the president of Summit International Flooring, and you are tuned in to Summit Live. This is episode 21 and a half. Let me explain that to you. About a half an hour ago, we did this live, and we realized that we didn't have audio all the way through. So rather than try to piece it together and edit it, we decided to just do it again. Plus, we'll probably come out better. I didn't know I was going to be on camera today. I didn't shave. I didn't realize this was going to happen. But Alan Smith, who's producing the show today, decided it would be best if our sales director, Mark Becker, did the show on his own. So next thing you know is I'm here doing the introduction. Today we are redoing the episode on the endless possibilities of area rugs, everything that you ever wanted to know about area rugs but were afraid to ask. Mark Becker will tell you. So we are broadcasting today from Whippany, New Jersey, where we always broadcast from, on the platforms Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and our website. With that, let me turn over the floor to Mark Becker, who's going to take it from here. Mark?
I still can't believe he didn't shave. Well, if you happen to see the first half of today's episode, you learned a few things. You learned a little bit about rugs, and you learned what came first, the chicken or the egg. Today's episode's not long, but to help you sit through it, we'll share some more information with you. Today, after the rug discussion, we're going to tell you where the word gossip came from. So today's learning episode will start with rugs. You want a rug for a few different reasons. Maybe you want to separate one space from another. Maybe you want to pull the design elements together within a space, so you pick a rug based on color and design for that. If you're working from home and you happen to have hardwood floors, maybe you just need a quieter space to work in, and rugs can add sound dampening. So now that you've decided you want a rug, the second thing is to figure out what size. A lot of rugs are made on machines, and they're limited to the width of that machine. So a 6x9 rug becomes 5'3" by 8'3". A 8x10 rug becomes 7'6" by 9'6". And you realize if you put that rug around a table and you pull a chair out, maybe the back feet of the chair aren't on the rug anymore. So you want an exact size, you want a special shape. That's where we come in at Summit International Flooring. Our carpet broadloom manufacturing partners, we will make bespoke, custom-sized rugs for you so that you know the chair will be on the rug when you pull that chair out, no matter what size your table is. So now the question we're asked often is, what kind of binding do I want? What kind of edge treatment do I want? I'm going to grab the handheld camera. I'm going to show you a couple of different options, and then we'll talk a little bit more. You have cotton binding, which looks like this. Cotton binding is great for residential applications. It will show more dirt in a commercial high traffic application. So it's used in commercial, but primarily residential. You have options of serging. Serging is also used primarily in residential applications, and that's because in a high traffic setting, these yarns can get separated with very high use. So serging is generally used in residential settings. You have a blind hem, which we'll tell you more about in a couple of minutes, but a blind hem sits on the edge of the rug without overlapping the face. It just gets hidden away. You can work with hand-woven edges, like you see on this hand-woven beautiful carpet from JACARANDA Carpets. You can have leather finishing. Leather is nice, it's elegant, it's beautiful, stately, but leather will show footprints, it will show indentation and dirt. It's not typically used in commercial for that reason, although sometimes it is. Primarily, we see that in residential settings. And then there's something that Object Carpet does special called special made, where you don't see any binding at all. So these are some of the different options. I'm now going to tell you a little bit about our specific manufacturing partners and what they each offer by way of edge treatments. Let's start with Basal Carpets. Basal offers cotton and blind hem and leather. There are many, many options from Basal, and Basal puts a felt back on all of the rugs to protect the floor underneath. Beautiful product, very well made. When you get to JACARANDA, there's a couple of different options. This one option that we talked about, hand woven, that is done in rugs that are stocked at JACARANDA in specific sizes. They're not made on a machine, but they are made to specific size for quick ships. And that edge treatment is done in India. Although Jacaranda is a UK-based company, that's only done when it's finished by hand at the source. Otherwise, you get a blind hem, you get a cotton treatment, you get a leather treatment, or you get serging. One of the things that we want to point out about some of Jacaranda's product is that they make high luster carpets. This is from the collection Cetera. Very high luster, very silk-like. Edge treatments for area rugs are often matted. When you have a matted finish next to a high luster carpet, they clash. They don't really go so well together. Most people would prefer not to see that matted edge treatment up against high luster. So we go to the blind hem. The blind hem option sits on the edge. You don't see that contrast. And we have shipped dozens, if not hundreds, of rugs of high sheen TENCEL product with the blind hem. Not only do we not get complaints, but we get many, many compliments. When you move over to Object Carpet out of Germany, we mentioned the special made edge. Object is one of the, if not the only place that offers this finish, where edges are turned over and no binding is shown. That's important, especially in commercial settings, because carpets get, edge treatments get dirty before carpets get dirty. When you're walking and you step onto the edge and then you step onto the carpet, that edge treatment gets very, very dirty. So not having any edge treatment looks great. On the back of Object's carpet, you'll see that they have a felt back and it's a non-skid back. When you see these words Object Carpet, they're raised a little bit. That helps on the non-skid. And as always, Object Carpets are bitumen-free, PVC-free, and latex-free. Also, Object Carpet has a configurator on their website to help you to pick an area rug and create an area rug. We have a very, very short video clip that we can show you. It'll walk you through that configurator. It's very short. Please take a quick look at that. To make an area rug on Object Carpet's configurator, you want to start at objectcarpet.com. Once on the website, click on Products and Configurator. That will get you into the tool, Create Your Carpet, and go to Fitted Rugs. From there, you pick your shape, you pick your product. They're all in here. You can scroll up and down. Let's say we pick buttons, and we create our rug. We then go to bordering. There are a lot of border options. Let's just take cotton, for example. We're going to see this in detail. Well, you know, that light color didn't look so good. Let's change the border. There's a lot of options here. That's a little too gray. Maybe we put on too blue. Maybe we put on something more gray. Okay, so we're happy with our rug. We then go in a room. There are a number of different options. You can see this in a hotel lobby. Sometimes a rug seen by itself looks different once it's in a space. That's not quite what we had in mind. We like the rug, we don't like it in space. Maybe it's just a matter of changing the color. So we can change the colors, we can change the borders, all while we're working. Now we can download this. We can send it directly to your clients, or you can download it into your files. Right here there would be JPEG options and other options. There's 4 or 5 options, so you can download and work on these in your files. So that's how you configure. You can use the configurator to create rugs from Object Carpet. You can play with it. It's a really fun tool once you get started. And remember, all of these rugs are commercially rated. Many of the qualities transfer to residential appeal as well. So the configurator is a fun tool. Play with that. You'll enjoy it. It will help you immensely in your design needs. As you can see, we offer anything you need to meet the expectation of your space, be it design, color, edge treatment, for heavy traffic, for lighter traffic, for residential, for commercial. If you still have questions, give us a call. We'll help you meet your need for that as well. So as promised, today's episode was not going to be very long. And since you suffered through that, I'm going to give you the reward. Where in the heck did the word gossip come from? Well, as you know, there's a lot of politics going around these days. In the old days, before there were cable networks, the politicians needed to know what the people were thinking. So they would send their minions to all the bars and saloons and say, go listen to people. Come on back and tell me what they're saying. People would go out to the bars. They'd come back so drunk they didn't know what anybody said. So the politicians now told their minions, go out to the bars and just sip. Listen, come back after sipping and tell me what people said. So go sip. And that is where the word gossip came from. We don't want to hear gossip. but we do want to hear about your needs so that we can have an opportunity to help you meet them. Next week, going past rugs, going past silly little nothingness, although we have a lot of information, not just on product, but to help you when you find yourself lost on Jeopardy. When you have questions, you're going to give us a call at 1-877-496-3566, or you're going to reach us at info@summit-flooring.com. Don't forget the dash. Next week, we have a special episode coming up. Next week, because it's Thanksgiving time, you may not be able to be with your family with the COVID restrictions. We'd like you to meet our family. We're going to have an episode where Dave Newmark will be back, and he'll introduce you to all the people that work here, who work on processing your orders, who you talk to on the telephone, who you email with. You can't be with your family, quite possibly. You can definitely be with our family. We'll give you a tour. We'll show you the studio, the office. We hope you'll enjoy that. It'll be a lighter show. As we set the studio up for, getting to know you, getting to stay involved with you when we can't make in-person presentations. Come on back next week at 2 o'clock Tuesday, 11 o'clock Pacific time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and get to know the folks at Summit Flooring. Anyway, that's next week's show. Again, please give us a call. Let us know how we can help you. info@summit-flooring.com or 877-496-3566. We appreciate your time as always, and we look forward to helping on your next project. Thank you very much.